Revenge films.
My name is Helen, and I'm a housewife. I live with my husband Ted and our daughter Mia. After Mia was born, we bought a new house in a great neighborhood, and we were enjoying our lives together. The only problem I was having in my life right now was at Mia's kindergarten. Mia goes to a private kindergarten, and all of the students come from wealthy families. And some of the moms like to brag about their wealth. One of the moms, Marie, was famous for this, and she let everyone know how rich she was. She likes to let everyone know that she's better than them, every opportunity that she gets. I tried to stay away from her because I know that she's trouble. But during Mia's second year of kindergarten, she and Marie's son were in the same class, and I ended up running into Marie more times than I had hoped. The first time she talked to me, she asked me a bunch of questions about my husband. She wanted to know what his work was, how much he made, what kind of family he came from, etc. I tried to not take her questions too seriously and gave her general answers. Because of this, Marie decided that we weren't as well off as the other families, and she started treating us like scum. I never looked forward to going to Mia's school because of her. One time, my family and I went to see Mia's school recital. My father-in-law came with us. He was on his own now. His wife had passed away several years ago. Because he lived on his own, he told us that seeing Mia on a regular basis is what made him happy. He was thrilled when we invited him to the school recital.
Dad is really looking forward to Mia's recital. As am I.
Sounds good. I can't wait to see you up on stage, Mia.
Yay! I'm so happy you're all coming to see me perform.
The day of the recital, we all enjoyed seeing Mia perform on stage. It looked like my father-in-law had tears in his eyes. That's how much he loved his granddaughter. Ted and I felt that we made the right decision in inviting his father to the recital. After the recital, all the parents gathered in the classroom to pick up their child. We were about to head home when I noticed Marie was looking in our direction and talking about us. I had a bad feeling about this.
Who brought the old dirty man into this school? He clearly doesn't belong here.
She was pointing to my father-in-law as she said this. She then came over to us.
I've never seen someone so old with such a dark sunburn. Do you work on construction sites or something? You must have such a tough life if you're still working at your age. Would you mind leaving now? We don't want others to find out that a poor family is part of a school community.
Marie, you're being very rude.
I feel so sorry for you. Your family doesn't fit in here. I, on the other hand, am married to a successful businessman.
Ted and I were furious with Marie's condescending attitude. My father-in-law remained calm despite Marie's cruel words.
Don't let her get to you.
Mia and my father-in-law looked sad, though. I felt like slapping Marie in the face, but I stopped myself from making a scene. The incident made me feel even more reluctant to participate in school events. And since that day forward, Marie was even more disrespectful to us. Whenever I went to pick up Mia from school, Marie would go out of her way to make a rude remark.
When are you going to see that you and your family are unwanted at this school? You have thick skin. Mommy, are we poor?
No, we're not. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Marie, please stop putting crazy ideas into my child's mind.
Do you realize who you're talking to? By the way, there's something I wanted to tell you.
What is it?
We can't socialize with you out of fear that your poorness will rub up on us. Keep that in mind. I'm going to have to ask you to leave our group of mom friends at the school.
Oh, I'm fine with that. I'd rather not be friends with a group of people that look up to you.
No need to act so strong. I know that deep down you're sad and feel left out. Mommy, is being poor contagious?
No, it's not. Listen to me, honey. It doesn't matter how much money you have or don't have. The most important thing in life is that you have a loving family by your side.
Okay, Mommy.
Marie continued to harass and bully me whenever I saw her at school. She even got the other children to leave Mia out and pressured us to leave the kindergarten for good. I was fine with being bullied, but I wasn't going to let any harm be done to Mia. I was starting to consider moving Mia to a different kindergarten. I talked to Ted about this. I don't know what to do about Marie anymore. She's a nightmare.
I bet she is.
She's been really horrible to us, and it's only getting worse. I'm considering transferring Mia to a different kindergarten. What do you think?
Well, you and Mia definitely don't deserve to be mistreated.
I then told Ted about all the things Marie had said to me up until now. He told me that he would have a word with the principal and the kindergarten. He was furious and said that if anyone had to leave, it should be Marie's son, not Mia. When I told my husband Maria's full name, he was surprised. She had a rare last name, and he seemed to recognize it. He then gave a call to his father. After the phone call, Ted shared with me what he had found about Marie. A few days later, I received a phone call from Marie, and she was in a panic.
Helen, tell me what is going on here.
I have no idea what you were referring to. I thought you wanted nothing to do with me.
My husband came home and he said he was fired from his job because of what I did. He now wants a divorce.
And why are you telling me this? I guess he found out what a terrible person you really are. I can see why he wouldn't want to stay married to you.
My husband says that I need to go over to your house and apologize to you. Other than that, he won't tell me anything else. What did you say to my husband, Helen?
I merely told my husband about what you were doing to Mia and I at the kindergarten. He's my husband, and we talked about these things, and he was very concerned.
Is that all? What could your husband have possibly done with that information?
Look, I never mentioned this, but my husband and his father have their own company, and your husband works at that company. So basically, on the day of the school recital, you made fun of your husband's boss, the man who runs the entire company. The moment that Marie found out the truth about my family, she was speechless. And the reason why my father-in-law's skin was so sunburnt that other day was because he just got back from a vacation in Hawaii. The assumptions you made about him were very wrong.
Now that you say that, I remember that my husband brought home a gift from Hawaii and said it was from the CEO. It seems that I misunderstood you and your family completely. It was an honest mistake. I do hope that you'll forgive me. You could have just told me about all this and we could have been friends right away.
What are you talking about? I have no intentions of being friends with you. You're evil. Please promise me that you'll stay out of our lives.
Please don't say that. I didn't realize we had a lot in common. I'm so sorry.
I don't care about how you feel about this.
If you don't like me, we don't have to be friends. But could you at least tell your husband that we made up and all is good between us? Otherwise, my husband is going to divorce me and I can't have that.
I'm not going to lie to my husband. What you did is unforgivable.
Please, that's all I ask. I'm sure you wouldn't want my son to grow up without a father around.
You need to figure this out on your own. Please don't call me again.
Helen, wait! Don't hang up on me!
Marie continued to call me over and over again, so I blocked her number. Ted was furious with Marie, and he wasn't going to forgive her. After that, Marie and her husband came to our house to apologize to us, but we didn't want to hear it. In the end, Marie's husband left her, and they got a divorce. This was the last thing Marie wanted, but her husband was not going to forgive her. In the end, Marie moved out with her son, and they moved in with her parents. She sent her son to a new kindergarten, and she never showed her face at Mia's school again. I found out later that Marie's ex-husband was sick of her bragging and was relieved that she was no longer in his life. After that, Marie's ex-husband apologized to my father-in-law profusely about my husband, and his father decided to give him another chance. I thought that it was nice of them to do that. Now that Maria was out of our lives, the other moms at the kindergarten seemed much happier, too. It turns out that there were many other moms who had been bullied by her just like I was. Some families left the kindergarten and went elsewhere because of Marie. Even the mothers that weren't directly bullied by her were intimidated by her and couldn't speak up. They apologized to me later about not being able to do anything to stop Marie. Now that she was gone, we were finally able to enjoy coming to the kindergarten to drop off and pick up our kids. I was planning on taking the time to get to know the other moms, and I hope to find a few that I can get along with.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.